Hello, gang of YouTubery. Colin here. Another video. It's only been a couple days, but this came today, and I'm not doing a traditional. Well, I'm doing a Yabo, but I don't like to do just straight Yabo videos. I sort of wanted to combine again topics with what I've got going on in here, and my topic of today, while I open the goodness, is to talk about picking tobaccos and why I pick tobaccos, other than just pure crazed desire to get as many different kinds of tobaccos as I can while only smoking 2 tins at a time. So I wanted to share that with you, some thoughts on where you can find some resources or some people that I think you should keep an eye on who have not led me astray. Or if they've led me astray, they've told me up front they're going to lead me astray, and I've fumbled at my own risk. So my U.S. Army Military Police knife that I've used before, this is from my friends at The Pipes and Cigars. I sent a gigantic order in because I haven't ordered in a while, so I guess I made it all up in one shot. Actually, the funny thing of this order is there are 2 tobaccos that are back ordered, some Greg Pease blends that they didn't have in stock that are back ordered that they're going to send me when they arrive. So I have developed a fairly substantial collection of tobaccos. I've started to break into them, have done fairly well. I smoke probably, I don't know, 2/3 or so of the tin, switch them over to some jars, shelf them, and sort of dip back to them. So I open up a couple new ones, work on those, experience those, but change it up by dipping back into the other ones that I've enjoyed so far. And honestly, I haven't really opened any that I bought that haven't been enjoyable to me. So I talked about these in my last video, and I got 2 of them because I really want to smoke one. I got 2 tins of the Christmas Cheer. This is the 2015 version, so there's no age on these. As you can see on the bottom there, they're 2015. They're brand new. But I want to smoke one eventually, and I want to keep one for a long time, so I got 2, which is what I've started to do with my tobaccos that I probably know I'm going to like. I suggest you do that as well, so that you don't have that buyer's guilt that you know, buy them and you don't want to open them, but you want to smoke them, but you're afraid to smoke them because you want them to age. I suggest you get 2 of them. Then you can try one, burn your way through that one, and you've got one stored. I don't do it for every one of them. What I found myself doing is buying, trying, liking, knowing that I really like, and going back and purchasing more so that I can sell or / enjoy. This is one of those blends, and it leads into one of the sources of tobaccos that I really enjoy watching and learning from. I've mentioned him before, Bradley from Stuff and Things. If you haven't seen his channel, his tobacco reviews are fantastic. He tells it, you know, from A to Z, from rooter to tutor, as they say in Pig Talk. He talks about it all, covers everything about it. I really like this. There's no downside to this. Though I gotta say, I like the Luxury Bullseye Flake a little bit better. As you can see, I have restocked on another 4 ounces of the Luxury Bullseye Flake. This is the Stokkebye, however you pronounce it. It's got 2 Ks. Stokkebye, I don't know. Delicious stuff. It's fantastic. So I got 4 more of that to smoke Escudo. So that's the point I'm making about trying ones that you like. I actually got 2 Escudos, so I can smoke one and I can store one for a while. Those are just ones that I've tried, opened, and liked. So I didn't bulk up early on in them. I bought one. I tried it. I really liked it. I knew I was going to like it. I knew it was going to be a regular smoke. Went back and got a couple of more to have as regular smokes, because that's to me is an everyday kind of smoke. Some sources as I open these and talk about them. If you haven't gone to tobaccoreview.com, go there. Every tobacco is there, and the new stuff is there. Everybody's everything is there. Things that you can't get, which will be fun to research and get you a little frustrated that you can't get those anymore. Bengal slices, I think, the old time tobaccos that you can't get anymore, that the guys who've been around forever talk about as the back in the day BL Duals. It's fun to read about them, read what they could have been, read how you can try and relive that experience. So go there. Every make and model of tobacco is there. You can search it by company. So if you only know the company, you can search through and, oh yeah, that's the one. They're all rated on a 4-point system. I usually stay above 3s. And I go to a brand name. This order I went to McClellan. And I go through a brand name and I scroll down and I look for the 3.5s, the 3.7s. I also look to make sure that there's more than a single review there. It's not doing me much good. I mean, unless I know the person and they're, you know, one of the superstars for tobacco recommendations. I usually hope that there's, 5 to 10 reviews there, so it's, consistency and average instead of, hey, this stuff is the greatest stuff on earth. My Borkum Riff Super Black Double Gold. One guy says that's great, I'm probably not going to get it. Not because I don't think that guy is a great guy, but, our palates differ. So I mentioned Bradley, another one of my favorite people to go watch, and he doesn't really do it as tobacco reviews so much as he just smokes and talks about the ones that he has while he's telling you some fascinating story or showing you some fascinating new pipe. My friend Alec, also known as Eastern Grey, who I hope is, again, I will say, hope he's enjoying his vacation. He recommended, Old Limey Bastard, Currituck, Fusiliers Ration, stuff that I probably wouldn't otherwise have noticed. Dorisco mixture, I haven't opened that. I'm actually getting ready to crack that. Just, some tobacconist blends that you can find at the big names, the Four Noggins ones. Go check him out. Jacob, also known as Jay Piper, he does 5-minute tobacco reviews, and most of them are 3.5. All the information you need. He covers it all. And he hasn't led me astray. He's pointed me in the direction of some good things. So let's talk about, what I got. Firestorm, I forgot who reviewed this. I saw a review I liked. I researched it. It's reviewing well. I picked up a tin of it. The Russ Willette. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I need like a interpreter, like a little box down here in the corner, like somebody who's actually saying what I should be saying. Reviewed really well, so I got it. This one I just grabbed at straws on. It's McClellan 2015 Virginia Flake and Perique. I don't remember where I saw this. I think I might have just been scrolling through McClellan's and went, hey, that's a 3.5, 3.6, whatever. I'll give it a try. So I bought a couple ounces. It's a broken flake. It's a bulk one, though I didn't buy a big bulk of it because I haven't gone, other than Currituck, and Northwoods, I haven't gotten really huge, a huge mix. Viprati, Smoke and Briar, just did a review of this one. His reviews are always fantastic, and he hasn't led me astray either. I'm actually envious of that Ser Jacopo pipe he just got. Has me looking at that, though I think I'm still not caving in, because I love it, on another Tinsky, which I think I'm going to get soon. So I'm looking forward to giving that a shot. Magnum Opus, this one just looked cool. Somebody briefly mentioned it, or I think maybe I saw it in Tobacco Pipes magazine. Pipes and Tobacco magazine. If you don't have that, get it. It's available online. A lot of good reviews there. I actually got some McClellans from an article in the back of that one that were recommended, or some Rat Tray. I got to call those guys up and find out how to pronounce that. And I lived in Germany for 2.5 years when I was in the Army. I should be able to pronounce it. Rat Tray. I don't know. But this is one that has, and this is another Russ Willette. Latakia, Macedonia Orientals, Virginias, and Perique. I'm on a new vapor kick, probably because it's summertime and the smoky ones, while I still enjoy them, don't sing to me right now like the Virginias do. See, and as I'm showing you these, I'm trying to give you an explanation of... This is a McClellan blend. It's another one that I was reviewing McClellan's on Tobacco Reviews, and it scored high. It's Virginia and Perique, another vapor that I really wanted to try. So I got some. Another one, Pebble Cut. This, I believe, was an Alec Eastern Grey. Alec / Eastern Grey blend. I looked it up, and there was no way that I wasn't going to be excited about this one. Orientals, Carolinas, Macedonian, Broadleaf from Virginia, Louisiana Perique, reviewed fantastic. So the site doesn't generally lead you astray. You usually can find stuff that has got to be appealing to you. Couple GL pieces, and I got these because I then sort of flipped around with Latakias, but this combines a bunch of different Virginia Leaf, Cyprian, Orientals, Perique, with it's one of my favorite words on earth, ever since A Christmas Story with Peter Billingsley. Piquant. Piquant. I believe it was Lifebuoy soap that he referred to as piquant. Chelsea Morning, another piece. I went through Piece's whole list, and he's got a crap load. And that guy is a wizard at tobacco mixing. But this is another, combination of Virginias and Perique, and it reviewed really highly, so added it to the collection. And then last, other than the usual gibberish that they put in here, but not least, is GLP's Meridian. Latakia, Virginia, Orientals. Again, it reviewed well. It appealed to me on my current kick of vapors. And so I'm stocking up. Well, summer's here and the weather's warm. It's funny, the back-ordered GLP's Triple Play and GLP's Quiet Nights. I think Quiet Nights got referred to me as a substitute for one of the ones that I can't get, and offhand I can't think of it. Maybe one of you can. As a now blend to replace a then blend. Triple Play, these two on back order. They'll send them to me at some point, whether at that point I want them or not. I believe Jeremy, what? I don't know. Jacob, I believe, did a review of that. Those 5-minute tobacco reviews are just fantastic because he just shoots it out there, gets you all the information you need quickly. It's it doesn't have the detail of Bradley, but there's power in that as well. I mean, they're two different personalities, they're two different styles, but both of them are extremely interesting to me to watch the blends. And what I like about those two guys and Alec is that they're not overloading you, every day. It's not something new every day. I mean, Bradley's got a ton to review, but he does it over time. He spreads it out, so you have time to explore it and research it and decide if that's one for you, if that's one you want to try, and you either get it or don't get it. That's the joy of the hobby. But there's a lot of reviewers out there, a lot of guys that I have grown to trust because, again, they haven't led me astray. They've told me where to look, and when they lead me to a place, I research and learn and find other things that are close, or are, you read a review and that review references something else. Hey, this isn't quite as good as yada yada, so you should try that. And then maybe I get that if it reviews well. So I suggest to all of you, the resources are out there, the guys are out there that you can trust. Maybe you will go astray at some point, but that's the joy of the hobby. Somebody out there is going to like what you have, except for that stinking Cool Hand Fluke. I don't think I could get rid of that if I, sold it, if I smashed it together and sold it as Penzance. Oh, anyhow. So check those guys out. We all like what we like. There's plenty of guys out there who think that Borkum Riff is the greatest thing on earth, and that's yay for them. I haven't tried it, so I make fun of it, and a lot of people do, but I don't know. I've never tried it. Maybe it's wonderful. I don't know, but I try and research. I try and learn. I always make that point in my videos. I want you to learn what I can share with you. And so that's how I seek these out. I hear somebody recommend, I go to tobacco reviews, I do a Google search for other reviews in other places, watch some other videos, some people, which is a great way to get turned on to other YouTube pipe presenters. You type in a tobacco, you get a list of people, you see that, hey, let's go check that guy out. And it leads you to new friends and new connections in this hobby. So use those resources, reach out, learn, experience. You're going to get ones that you don't like. I'm serious, that Cool Hand Fluke. Anybody wants it, I'll get it to you. It's the TK, like the TK6. I got Lane TK6 early on. I really don't like it. It's too heavy cherry. Hello. Hello. This cat's going to scratch the shit out of me while I hold him. So anyhow, as I wear my Comfortable with Violence t-shirt and pet my cat. Hi, go down. So that's it for me for today. Those are my tobaccos that I got today. I won't do a box opening when I get the other two because you know I'm getting them. And that's it. Take care.